The dynamic price floor update Roblox released earlier this year might be one of the worst updates ever, and it's only getting worse. That update allowed Roblox to change the lowest possible price for catalog items, and yesterday's change really sparked a fire. The price floors for different accessory types have continuously been altered in the months since it released, and we're starting to notice a trend. Almost every single type of catalog item has gotten more expensive, with their most recent dynamic change causing a ton of outrage. For the first time ever, the price floor for all hats, including Roblox made ones, is now over 100 Robux, a 110% increase since the update dropped. A lot of other accessory types have also gotten more expensive, while a few have gotten cheaper, but only when compared to the last price floor change. Shoutout to Builder Noob Dev, who posted this chart showing yesterday's changes compared to the previous price floor from 2 days ago. The majority of edits have raised the minimum price of items, including a 20 Robux increase for hats and a 30 Robux increase for front accessories. Back accessories and 3D t-shirts and pants appear to be cheaper, but not when compared to the original price floors, which we'll get to in a bit. Roblox's recent changes, capped off by hats now costing a minimum 105 Robux, has lit the community on fire, and there's even calls for protests. Protests are a little silly because realistically Roblox will not care about what anyone has to say, but I can get why people are this upset. Nobody wants to pay more for anything, and Roblox constantly making things more and more expensive is only going to further anger people. Sure, if it was a one-time price floor increase, people would still be mad, but raising prices over and over again drags it out with no end in sight. Roblox is being called greedy, and it's very easy to see why after constantly changing the price floors every other day only to have items gradually increase in price. One day they'll drop the floor for hats by 10 Robux, and then the next day they'll raise it by 20. So what was the point of the one day long drop? Sure, sometimes stuff drops, but everything is getting more expensive, and all you need to prove it is to look at the price floor from when the update released. Here are the two side by side, with the original on the left and yesterday's on the right, and you can immediately see increases in prices. In fact, literally everything has gotten more expensive, with the only exceptions being bundles, which haven't changed, and heads, which are 100 Robux cheaper. Aside from those two, everything now costs more, including the really obscure items like dresses and skirts and jackets. And that's weird because apparently the floor changes based on current market dynamics, which I assume means demand, and heads have way more demand than skirts. Plus, why is Roblox upping the prices on items that don't cost anything to or even need to be replenished or managed? I understand real-world inflation and Roblox's cost rising, but I'm not sure if it's to the point where it should affect us this much. In the last 6 months, the States has seen a 0.18% inflation increase, whereas Roblox's price floor rate has gone up a massive 24%. Roblox's operation costs have probably gone up outside of inflation too, but I don't know if it's to the point where base catalog prices have to be raised 24%. I'm really not sure if there's a way to justify the price floor going up so much on so many different avatar types. Honestly, to me, it kind of feels like Roblox just wants more money, and the dynamic price floor is their excuse to raise prices. I obviously can't confirm what their true intentions are, but it's kinda hard to believe it'd be anything outside of that. There are calls for protests, but honestly, how often does Roblox listen to us, and do y'all really think they'll listen this time? I don't think there's really anything we can do outside of just sitting back and watching as Roblox makes everything more expensive. They do have to be careful here though, because they could make things so expensive that people stop buying, and honestly we might be at that point now. The reactions have been so negative that I do wonder if a protest in the form of not buying anything could happen. We'll see what happens, but for now, we just gotta deal with Roblox raising the price floors for most catalog items. After finishing this video, Roblox of course dropped the price floor again, so that's good, but at the end of the day, I don't really know if that's gonna be permanent, and it probably won't be, which means prices will only continue to gradually increase, but we'll see.